Do, 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 do Italian restaurants have the best tipping customers, yeah. People love their Italian food, and they're grateful to the delivery man for it. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, indeed. Closing up the bottle. It's Comics and Shots, a completely improvised semi-comedic musing by Howard Stern's Mick the Nerd, aka YouTube and TikTok's Mick the Man, aka Mick the Maverick, aka, seriously, a guy who just loves pizza orders. Today's subject: Marvel doesn't know what the hell to do with the Punisher. At all. At all. I mean, we're coming in like well over a canonical year. Actually, it's been way over a year since Frank Castle was last seen in canon. And it's been like, what, 8 months, I want to say, since the last time we saw the replacement Punisher, Joe Garrison, who has no, relation to Frank Castle at all. He's just a guy who happened to have the exact same origin as Frank Castle and the exact same training. But it's not Frank. People didn't go for Joe Garrison. They just didn't go for him. And it's it was kind of like, it's like if it's not gonna be Frank, why would we give a shit? Why would we give a shit? You know? And I feel like Marvel personally has just written themselves into a corner with the character, and they're just afraid to go forward with him for a lot of reasons. Like, one, when they made him like the god of killers or whatever, leader of the Hand or something, and made him Jesus essentially. And then he just decides, you know what, I'm going to Weird World and I'm gonna be nice to the children. Yeah. And then Joe Garrison, because it's like, okay, we can't keep using Frank Castle. There's no way his character makes sense anymore. But let's make a new character who has the same origin. Didn't work. It did not work at all. At this point, I say, as stupid as the character is, just make Cosmic Ghost Rider the main Punisher. The subject, he should have just been Cosmic Punisher. Yeah, he should have just been Cosmic Punisher. I know he's technically still the Ghost Rider, but habit spabbity doo. Yeah. Is he gonna show up in the MCU anytime soon? I don't think so either. Going far beyond the comic versions too, Punisher as a concept, as a character, just isn't as popular as he used to be. I'm just being honest here. The type of anti-hero in general. We're just mowing down bad guys, always in the right, yada yada yada, that sort of thing. Anti-heroes generally need to hate themselves. And there got to a point with the Punisher where he didn't hate himself as much. He did during the end of his series, but he just got so self-righteous. Anti-heroes should not be self-righteous. Yeah, you need to, hate. And a good anti-hero needs to feel bad about what they're doing. We gotta know that they're the bad guy. Like Jason Todd, in a lot of ways, in his runs, ended up becoming a better version of the Punisher because people chastised him when he did bad shit. It just got to a point where the Punisher just felt like he was this serial killer that the superheroes of the world were just okay with for some reason, and it was weird. Yeah. Modern Punisher, at least. Early 70s Punisher was kind of more of a pragmatic anti-hero and would sometimes even not kill his opponents. I kind of prefer that version, the Jerry Conway version. Yeah. But the hyper-violent, borderline sociopathic version that ended up becoming a king of killers, I don't see him working anymore. And I can see Marvel having trouble trying to modernize the character in a world where it's like gun violence is, just not cool anymore. Not as cool. I don't want to put politics into this, but I feel that does have a part of it. Just a little bit. He's the lone gunman kind of character, and we really shouldn't be deifying that a little bit. That's a little bit about it. Also, 100%, once again, reiterating that the better writers make him seem more like a monster, that we're not supposed to root for him. But when you try to make him like, likable, like he's doing the right thing, it just feels weird. It just feels weird. Yeah. Ultimately, Punisher existed as a subversion, supposedly, of superheroes because people were sick of them letting the bad guys go to jail just to come back. Yeah, this is a subversion. And then after a few years of that, we realized, wait, no, this is just bad justice or something. And then also in a better story, Punisher even admits that he exists because the justice system fails and only goes after people who won't be sent to justice. But yeah. Short version, I don't see them doing anything with Punisher in the comics, in the movies, or whatever in the near future. Is he outdated? I'm not sure. I mean, it is weird that they never made like a modern FPS game with him, but yeah, it's weird. He's one of those weird characters. What are you gonna do? With that, like, comment, and subscribe. Donate if you're feeling nice. Share it with a bear. And always remember, praise be to the Blood Elk, fear the Staphopotamus, and death to Kronos. Woo! I'm pretty sure I've done a similar Punisher video to this before, but it bears repeating. Have a night, folks.